Welcome to our annual political retrospective, where we carve up the juiciest political blunders of the year. It's 2025, and politicians have outdone themselves. Again, tonight we're counting down the 7 biggest political turkeys, the gaffes, the disasters, the moments that made us all groan and wonder if we're living in a satire. Think of this as a Thanksgiving dinner where every dish is a spectacular failure. So grab your drink, settle in, and prepare for a symphony of screw-ups that left careers in tatters, and the public shaking their heads. Let's begin. Our countdown starts with the Fiscal Responsibility and Future Forward Act, a 3,000-page legislative monstrosity. It was supposed to be a landmark achievement, but buried deep inside was a sunshine tax, a levy on households with south-facing windows. Yes, a tax on sunlight. The public reaction? Explosive. Memes, outrage, and the phrase sunshine tax went viral overnight. Politicians scrambled to distance themselves, while the opposition trolled with sunglasses and vitamin D supplements. The bill was withdrawn in shame, its name now a punchline. Approval ratings plummeted, and the majority party was left reeling. The lesson? If you're going to bury something toxic, don't do it in a public document. The Fiscal Responsibility and Future Forward Act will be remembered as the bill that tried to tax the sun, a spectacular self-inflicted wound, and the first turkey on our list. Sometimes, the only thing more dangerous than bad policy is not reading your own bill. On to the next disaster. Next, a digital age disaster courtesy of Senator Harrison Finch at the G12 summit. Tasked with a speech on digital security, Finch went off script during Q&A and compared the French to cheese. A little bit smelly, but you get used to it. The room froze. #Cheesegate exploded online. The French government was furious. Late-night hosts had a field day, and the senator's apology, delivered next to a table of French cheeses, only made things worse. The summit's serious discussions were forgotten. All anyone remembered was the cheese comment. Finch became an international punchline, with opponents selling less Finch, more fondue merch. The incident blew over, but his reputation never recovered. He'll forever be the man who caused a diplomatic row over cheese. In politics, one unscripted moment can overshadow years of work. A true turkey, served with a side of brie. Let's move on to the next blunder. Sometimes, it's better to stick to the script, especially when cheese is involved. Political debates are always high-stakes affairs, but this year's gubernatorial showdown was truly unforgettable, an event that would be talked about for years to come. Tech billionaire Jasper Thorne, a newcomer to politics with a reputation for bold ideas, faced off against the seasoned Governor Evelyn Reed in a race that was too close to call. Thorne's consultants worked around the clock, drilling him on every possible question, every gesture, every word. Their advice was simple: stick to the script, avoid surprises, and don't let nerves get the best of you. But when the spotlight hit and he was asked about his top qualification, Thorne went wildly off script. He declared, "I have never, not once, eaten a vegetable." He followed up with, "I am powered by pure, unadulterated American beef." The audience was stunned into silence, unsure if he was joking or serious. Instead of backtracking, Thorne doubled down, launching into a bizarre anti-vegetable rant that left everyone in the room bewildered. He railed against salads, mocked broccoli, and even questioned the patriotism of kale. Within minutes, the clip exploded online, spreading across social media like wildfire. Memes, parodies, and reaction videos flooded the internet. Headlines mocked him relentlessly. Thorne's beef with veggies became the punchline of the week. His campaign unraveled almost overnight. Consultants quit in droves, donors vanished, and Thorne quickly became a national laughingstock, the subject of late-night jokes and endless ridicule. Governor Reed seized the moment, winning in a landslide. In her victory speech, she thanked the entire vegetable kingdom for their support, drawing laughter and applause. Political analysts now study Thorne's anti-veggie crusade as a masterclass in self-sabotage, a cautionary tale for future candidates. In debates, sometimes, the smartest move is to pause, think, and resist the urge to blurt out the first thing that pops into your head. This was a debate disaster for the ages, one that will be remembered as a turning point in political history. And just when you thought things couldn't get any stranger, next up is a flip-flop so wild it gave everyone whiplash. Never underestimate the power of a carrot. It might just change the course of an election. Or the danger of a microphone. which can turn a single moment into a national spectacle. Voters hate inconsistency, and Congressman Marcus Thorne delivered a whiplash-inducing flip-flop that left everyone stunned. In politics, trust is everything, and Thorne's sudden reversal became the talk of the town. For months, he was the loudest opponent of the Green Energy Initiative, rallying coal country and denouncing renewables at every turn. He made fiery speeches, promising to protect traditional jobs and vowing to fight what he called unrealistic green dreams. Then, almost overnight, he called a press conference, not to double down but to announce he'd co-sponsor the very bill he'd attacked. The press room buzzed with disbelief as he tried to explain his change of heart. His base was furious, feeling betrayed by the man they'd trusted. Meanwhile, his new allies in Congress eyed him with suspicion, wondering if he'd switch sides again. The reason for his sudden change: a solar panel plant promised thousands of jobs in his district, if the bill passed. Economic opportunity had knocked, and Thorne answered, even if it meant abandoning his previous stance. Thorne's principles melted in the face of economic opportunity. He tried to justify his decision as doing what's best for the people. But few were convinced. He managed to anger everyone. Supporters called him a traitor, and the bill's backers didn't trust him. His reputation took a nosedive, and his political future looked bleak. The Green Energy Initiative passed, but Thorne's career was toast. He watched from the sidelines as others celebrated, his office growing emptier by the day. He became a symbol of political expediency, a cautionary tale about trading your spine for headlines. His story was splashed across newspapers as a warning to others. In politics, standing for nothing means falling for everything. Thorne became the ultimate flip-flop turkey, a punchline in late-night jokes. Onward to a meltdown that started with a tweet, because in today's world, a single post can spark a political storm. Sometimes the weather isn't the only thing that changes overnight. Public opinion, alliances, and even careers can shift in the blink of an eye. And sometimes, neither is a politician's mind. In the end, the only thing that stayed the same was the chaos left behind. In the age of Twitter, one bad post can end a career. Mayor Beatrice Davenport, known for her calm, faced a historic snowstorm and mounting public frustration. Late one night she tweeted, "I'm in my pajamas, drinking Cabernet, watching a movie. Maybe you should all relax." Snow day. Shocker, chill out. Complete with a cozy fireplace selfie, the internet exploded. Shout "Let them drink Cabernet" trended, and memes of her slippers and snowdrifts went viral. The tweet was deleted, but the damage was done. Her apology tour fell flat. The image of the cozy mayor while her city froze was unforgettable. Political opponents ran ads with her tweet beside storm devastation. Her approval ratings tanked, and she became a pariah in her own city. Think before you tweet, especially during a crisis. A social media meltdown for the ages. Sometimes a single tweet is all it takes to turn public opinion. Next, a scandal that's less funny, and far more rotten. Cozy nights and can cost you everything. Some blunders are funny, some are unforgivable. Enter the golden shovel scandal. Secretary of Transportation Arthur Vance, known for his humble image, was caught steering no-bid contracts to a shell company owned by his brother-in-law. The work was shoddy, the prices outrageous, and the kicker, a solid gold shovel, paid for by taxpayers, costing over $150,000. The public was outraged. The golden shovel became a symbol of government arrogance and corruption. Vance denied everything, but the evidence was overwhelming. Investigations followed, and Vance resigned in disgrace. His brother-in-law was indicted. The Department of Transportation was thrown into chaos. The golden shovel scandal destroyed careers and exposed a web of deceit. It's a reminder that greed and arrogance can rot even the most polished reputations. Not just a turkey, this was the whole rotten Thanksgiving dinner. Sometimes, the cover-up is as bad as the crime. And sometimes, it's a golden shovel that buries you. On to our final turkey. Our number one turkey, Attorney General Miles Corbin's press conference meltdown, was a spectacle that no one could have predicted, but everyone remembers. Under fire for slow-walking a high-profile corporate fraud investigation, Corbin faced a barrage of tough, pointed questions about his suspiciously close ties to Omnicorp's CEO. The press was relentless, sensing blood in the water. When a reporter asked about a private golf retreat with the CEO, Corbyn froze, his eyes darted, and he stammered, I don't recall the specifics of my schedule. The room erupted as reporters pounced, their voices rising in a chorus of follow-up questions. Visibly rattled, Corbyn panicked, knocking over his water glass and soaking his notes. In a moment of pure frustration, he shouted, "This press conference is over!" and stormed off the stage, leaving chaos behind. The image of the nation's top law enforcement officer literally running from questions played on a loop for days, becoming instant fodder for late-night comedians and social media memes. Instead of quelling rumors, Corbyn managed to confirm every suspicion in the most dramatic way possible, fueling even more speculation about what he was hiding. It was a public demonstration of guilt and panic, a masterclass in how not to handle a crisis, and a textbook example for future politicians on what to avoid. The press conference panic of 2025 quickly became the ultimate political turkey, a cautionary tale for anyone in the public eye. Sometimes, the worst thing you can do is run, because the story will always catch up with you. And sometimes, the cameras are rolling, capturing every misstep for the world to see and remember. That's our countdown. One last toast to the turkeys who made political history for all the wrong reasons. Let's wrap up with a look back at the carnage, the unforgettable moments that defined a year of political missteps. And remember, never schedule a press conference if you're not ready for the heat, because the spotlight is always hotter than you think. There you have it, 7 spectacular political turkeys from 2025. From taxing sunlight to golden shovels, these are the blunders that defined the year. They're cautionary tales for politicians and reminders for us to stay vigilant. Which turkey was the worst? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for joining our journey through the year's political wreckage. Subscribe for more sharp analysis, and remember, sometimes the biggest turkeys wear suits. Until next time, stay informed and avoid the cranberry sauce coup.